Janari with Arlington Independent Media. I'm here at 2100 Clarendon Boulevard, and I am meeting with people who live on Columbia Pike and finding out what they think about the new Columbia Pike development plan. Sandra Hernandez is here with us. She's outreach coordinator for Foxcroft Heights. Good morning, Sandra.
Hi, good morning. How are you? Foxcroft Heights used to be called Freedmen's Village. And it used to be where African American freed slaves lived, and they were actually displaced at some point historically, and it seems like many of our neighbors are going to be displaced again with this new redevelopment plan that they're planning for the Pike.
Sandra, I know one of your biggest concerns is affordable housing, and I've been speaking to people today who are concerned about that. Tell me, what kind of solutions can you come up with for Columbia Pike that we can increase density, but at the same time preserve affordable housing and diversity on the Pike?
There are a number of ways you can achieve that, because you don't want to lose entire communities and diminish your supply of affordable housing. One of the things that they could do is they could do something with social engineering, and they could make it a sustainable building and have different income brackets all included in one building. And another thing they could do is they could look at historic preservation. And keep those properties that are being torn down. A lot of them contain affordable housing, and retrofit them in a sustainable way. Yes, definitely. I mean, there is a portion that could be developed on the front of the Pike, but they've not talked about sustainability yet. So it's almost, I don't even know why they're going ahead with this.
Living in Columbia Pike feels like I'm in the sky.
You really like it here. You're in the center of everything, right?
Yeah.
Where would you go if you couldn't live on the Pike?
You know, I don't even imagine that. It's not going on my mind, because I walk every day 10 minutes to go to my job. I cannot, so it's going to increase my cost of,
Transportation?
Because I don't drive. I don't need to drive. Why I have to drive? If in the Pike I have everything. I have markets, I have restaurants. Even to go to DC, for me it's a jump, it's a bus and a metro. So no, I don't even imagine going out of the Pike. I used to live in another spot in Arlington, but when I moved to Pike, I was thinking, this is a perfect spot to live.
Hi, my name is Teresa Rasen. I'm the Vice President of the Alpha Epsilon chapter of Hermandad Sigma Iota Alpha Incorporada. I came today to speak on behalf of myself and my fellow college students who are currently struggling to find affordable rental housing in Arlington County. Oftentimes, as we graduate, we're graduating with upwards of $50,000 sometimes in debt, and we desperately need to find housing that we can, afford while still paying various small bills. And oftentimes we sacrifice a car and to live in areas like Arlington County that are safer, that do have more amenities, and also are closer to the jobs that we work so hard to get. Currently, I and a friend went out looking for an apartment for her. She's graduating at the end of the semester, and the only apartment that we could find was roughly $1,000, and it was at a discounted rate, and it was a small studio apartment in Arlington County. And that plus, paying back debt and working at jobs, even with a college education, jobs that are not that far above minimum wage, it's almost impossible to swing. I think it's extremely important for those families, especially various service workers, police officers, firefighters, so many people who do so much for our county but can't even afford to live in our county. And with a county like this that prides itself in diversity and creating a unique environment for its residents, it's overwhelmingly surprising to me that there is so little opportunity for those people to find affordable rental housing or affordable housing at all for their families and for themselves. So that's why I came here to speak, and I appreciate the time it was given.
Right now, the question is yes or no on the Columbia Pike development plan and the trolley. Let's hear from you.